Good morning. I have been so sick, but I am feeling amazing today. You can still hear it in my voice a little bit, but I just had a cough that would not stop. So currently, I am on staycation at my house. My husband is in California visiting his oldest son and family there, including a couple of granddaughters that are teenagers, young adults. And this morning, my coffee is tasting so good. It's just so amazing to take some time to regroup. In the last 2.5 years, I've been healing from grief from the loss of my husband. And I was just on the go all the time, healing, doing so many things to better my situation. And finally, I just want to be still. So I'm starting this morning off with a hike. So I will take you along with me and show you a couple segments of this hike. And this hike is where Mike's ashes were laid to rest. So yeah, I'm excited to go on the hike this morning.
Right before I got sick, Jay put some strap locks on my bass. It was a bit of a process because my bass strap is so thick. But at rehearsal, in an earlier video, I showed you that I almost dropped my bass on the ground. So I feel very secure now. Like I had stated earlier, I was so sick that I actually had to go to urgent care. It was just scary. My cough, it would not let up. And you can still kind of hear it in my voice now, but oh my goodness, I'm so much better now. But yeah, so I went down there and I was the only one in the waiting room, which was nice. Jay dropped me off and went and sat in the car because I didn't want him getting sick being in there. But it was a good visit. I ended up getting an inhaler for the first time in my life. And they gave me these magic little cough capsules. They don't have codeine or anything because I am in recovery, but they just relax that muscle that makes you cough all the time. And I was finally able to get some real rest and not have a cough drop in my mouth 24/7. So it was actually a very pleasant experience, and I got on the mend very quickly after that. Jay really spoiled the crap out of me and made me homemade chicken soup twice. It was so nourishing and so delicious. Even though I was sick, I was still smiling. The sunsets have been really beautiful lately, and there will be a few that I capture for you guys to view. Jay bought me a beautiful bouquet of flowers while I was sick, partially because I was sick, but partially because he'll be gone during Valentine's Day. And these are actually still alive in my living room right now. This is over at his house. And I just thought they were so pretty. This is a book that I just finished reading. It was pretty good, but it's no big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. I was sick, the sun came out, and I just sat outside and soaked it up. Just felt so good to be out there, and I did some laundry and had it hanging outside. Just a gorgeous day. And I found this plaque at a thrift store after Jay and I were first married. And I just love that the colors went with the color of his house, and it's so how we live. Here are some eagles flying above my house. It's always so nice to be back at my house. I just love sitting in the living room with the girls. I ended up getting some new pots and pans like the ones that are at Jay's house for my house because I love them so much. I did keep some of my old stainless steel stuff as well, but I reorganized it all and ended up donating a bunch. Feels so good to just have stuff that I'm using and happy with, and I'm sure somebody will be happy with these donations. I got to go to a ladies' night dinner, my first night at my house, and on my way there was a glorious sunset. I got to have my favorite Greek salad when we went out to dinner. I just always enjoy my time with these ladies so much. I love the way that the sun was streaming through the living room on this day. I just wanted to share with you all. I started reading a new book that was recommended to me about a year ago. I knew that while I was on my staycation, this was one of the things that I wanted to read. I'm more than halfway through it now, and it is incredible. I highly recommend it. Here I am getting ready to go on that hike. Again, I wasn't feeling 100% at this point, but let me tell you, it felt so good to get outside and just soak up the sunshine. One of the first things that I did when I got to my house was made a loaf of bread in my bread machine. There's just something so yummy about homemade bread. I made a grilled cheese sandwich out of that bread with tomato soup. So good. I love to go for a walk in my neighborhood, especially to the post office. This hill is a good indication of how good my health is. While I am on my staycation, Jay is in California visiting his oldest son, Jevin. They are both so handsome. I love that they are getting to spend this time together. I've been doing some sewing while I've been back home, and it feels so good to get into the sewing room and create items again. Here's Parker modeling a hot pink number with some vintage fabric. This is Sadie and Becca, and they are modeling a donation, three donation items that I made for the Blythe Convention this year. Got a jacket and slacks on Sadie and a dress with a belt on Becca. I hope whoever wins will love them. Here's Cookie modeling a dress in the last of this fabric that I have. I just love this fabric. It's so whimsical and fun. And I hope whoever purchased it will absolutely love it. Here is GHB. Her name stands for Green Haired Blythe. And she is modeling the last of a vintage fabric that I had. And again, I hope the person that receives this will absolutely love it. I got to go to bingo night at the local elementary school. I wore this outfit. The necklace came from a choir from Africa, and this little girl ran up to tell me how much she loved my necklace. My neighbor Sherry is the one that invited me to go to play bingo and have dinner, and it was so much fun. I don't remember the last time that I played bingo was, but it was an absolute blast. My other neighbors, Marge and Jim, were there as well. I always love hanging out with them. They're such a big part of my life, and I love them so much. The next day, my really good friend Sarah came over for brunch. Here I am in my apron while I was baking and making a salad for us. Here are the girls all dressed up for Valentine's Day. Sarah brought her girls also, and they, of course, will dressed up for Valentine's Day as well. Everybody looks so cute. Sarah brought me a small bouquet of flowers that totally went with the larger bouquet that Jay had gotten me before he went on his vacation. I did quite a bit of baking that day. I made oatmeal raisin cookies that were for the potluck that I ended up going to a couple days after. I also made huckleberry muffins with some huckleberries that a friend had picked for me this summer. I love to freeze summertime fruit and then make things in the winter with them. I looked out of my window that night and the sunset was absolutely gorgeous. I captured a photo from the inside of my house, but then I had to run outside and capture one as well. Last night was the potluck that I had baked for, and it was also a game night. What I didn't know is that that game would be bingo. So after not playing bingo for the longest time ever, I played twice this week.
Color? I researched so many bingo sets, by the way, before. I know so much more.
Don't hold out on me.
This is a winner. If anyone wants a link to a solid, well-built, I heard the cheap ones balls fly all over. Like they just, you're spinning and you're chasing them on the floor half time. This guy is good. Okay, ready?
You ready?
Here we go. We're gonna do another 5.
Okay.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
We have a round of 5 for you today.
Yeah.
You got a brand new spinner, literally ready to roll. Okay. And okay, I was thinking I haven't played bingo in like a super long time, so I don't even know how long bingo takes.
My friend Kim was the MC for bingo, and she also did all of the decor. I just love the way she decorates. She has such an eye for it. This is her collection of candle holders and scarves, and it is just such a great effect. There were some great prizes. Lots of people showed up. Many of my great friends were there. It was just a wonderful night for everyone. And that leads us into today, which is Valentine's Day. Shay got me 2 Valentines that he sent to me. One is this gorgeous card with these paper flowers. They're so cool. They look really, really real. So yeah, he got me this little paper bouquet. The other thing that he got me was this amazing song that he had made for me. So all the lyrics mean a whole bunch to both of us. And there was an actual link to the song, which is so cool. so far, it is starting out to be a great Valentine's Day. And I love Valentine's Day, whether I've been single or with somebody. It's just a day of love for my friends, for my husband, for everybody. So happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to make myself a steak tonight. And I know this is such a mishmash of different things in this video, but this is just a snippet of my imperfectly perfect life. Have a great Valentine's Day.